Oh, good music. New Orleans. I just heard a great story on Dick Gordon, the story with Dick Gordon. Was it Battalion Street where the slaves landed? Cool stuff, huh? Crank it up. What am I doing?
The story is produced by Jessica Pruitt, Baby John, Patricia McCarthy, Lawrence Ford,
Make it lower.
Peter Woodley. Our engineers are Peter Bombar and Al Wodarski.
I need tires. 33, 12, 50, 16.5. Hard to find. I looked on the internet. I almost bought some on Amazon until I noticed that it was 16.5 millimeters of tread depth, or 16.5 30 seconds, or whatever the hell it was. Oops. These aren't looking that great. And Missy CW said, just go buy some new tires. I said, they're $200 each. She says, well, didn't you spend $600 each on these tires? I said, no. These were $680 for 4, plus the lug kit, $40, plus tax, plus the rims, $270 for 3, plus installation, balancing, blah, 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 $1,141. Anyhow, why do I have this thing up on a jack stand? Because I took it for a ride last night, first time since I sandblasted it and all that junk, and I have a problem. And it scared me at first. I said, what? All I did is change the steering box, which doesn't change the alignment. But if I can get this camera to sit quietly without tipping over. Zoom in a little bit. There we go. See the U-joint right in the middle of the frame? I put my new auto-locking hubs in the garbage, and I put the self-locking ones on. And I went for a ride last night, and one of the hubs was locked, and the truck was all over the road. Whoop, 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 whoop. I thought I had a tire about to blow, but I didn't. When you're going straight, the U-joint just travels along right in the middle of its path. But when you try to turn the wheel, which I can't do, of course, because I got to start the engine. Hang on while I crank her up. Except that I can't get in. I'll turn the camera for a second. I'm going to crank her up. Whoops. There we go. Come on. Okay. I gotta walk all the way around so I can just reach through the passenger door. Crank her up! Door's locked. Go, Bugs! Crank her up! Tight squeeze in here. Did a big cleanup thanks to a friend that came by to help. But still got tons of junk. I'll always have tons of junk. I'm just a junk collector. Another way of saying a hoarder. Oh, where were we now? I want you to look at that U-joint, which will be in the middle of the frame once I get done tinkering with this tripod. I should use the Gorilla tripod. It works better. Come on. I heard something funny on the radio earlier. It's got a conservative insult to it, I guess you could say. Right there. All right. Now I got the wheel turned. I got the hub locked. So the U-joint has to spin because normally the power comes out of the Dana 44 and through the U-joint to the axle stub, which gets locked on the hub. But, oops, I have it in park. Nope, because it's in two-wheel drive. I'll have to unsteer the wheels a bit. I'll show you the problem. Another construction job. I ran out of memory. Oh boy, I wish this thing would beep louder, like the warning tone in my dryer. Beep! So, I was going to show you, I cranked it up a second time. Too bad, so sad you missed it. I was going to show you with the wheel less turned, what a seized U-joint looks like. Can't turn the wheel because the U-joint's trying to go through its motions of flippy-floppy, and it won't. Because it's seized. See how it's turning? Making that lower ball joint flex. Look at that. See that? But it's turning the wheel to try and force something else to turn because the U-joint is seized. The cross bearings are junk. So maybe it's time. It can't turn it. Maybe it's time to change my upper and lower ball joints. I got brand new Moog problem solvers. I guess I'll be here for a week fixing up this. Sand in the tires. All cracked. Here. Won't turn. Just trying to force the wheel into the circle that the seized U-joint is. Yeah, look at that. That ball joint. Not too bad for 260,000 miles, 450,000 kilometers. California miles. Easy life. No possibility of greasing the U-joints. Alrighty. I'm going to start pulling this thing apart. If anybody knows where I can get 16.5-inch tires, Mrs. CW and I are going to New York City for Christmas. We're going to see Garrison Keillor at Town Hall. Maybe I'll see Vid Prowler there. We don't buy tickets ahead of time in case there's a snowstorm. We buy them from the scalpers. There's lots of tickets available just before the show. Then we're going to Boston. After that, visit Sharpshooter. Tell him to make some videos. He said he can get me some 16.5-inch tires. So let me know. 33, 1250, 16.5. Load range Ds or Es. What are these? LTs. Probably load range. Well, load range Ds, which is an 8-ply. Alrighty, I gotta change the station. I don't like this. Terry Gross are talking about TV. Oh, and the steering box I put on, the Laris steering box, has nice light function. I'll show you. With 4 minutes and 42 seconds left. I used to have a 442. Long time ago. 627 442.
The student at the time of enrollment.
Crank her up! Nice, easy action. Well, I do have one wheel off the ground, so. But nice and light, because the Reman box that the guy put on that I bought it from in San Bruno, San Francisco, near the airport, the box that he put on was a remanufactured box. Right there. It was too high effort, like a Trans Am, and I don't need that in a truck when I'm trying to back up a trailer with one finger. I want nice, light, easy action. Lights. Junk pile. That's from my Mr. Blue Suburban, the one that's in Indiana now. Never threw it away. Never threw anything away. That's the problem. There's the rivets from my 93 pickup. I even have a bolt that a friend of mine that worked for me from time to time 20 years ago had to drill out of a 2.6 Mitsubishi in a minivan. And it's still here. I don't throw anything away. Broken timing chain guide bolt. You have to drill it and extract it with this tool right here. Little T15 Torx. Tell me it's gone. Can't be gone. Had it sitting on this ledge here for 20 years. It's around somewhere. There's keys to my dad's old Cadillac. He's gone now. 17 years. Died in 1995. There's the keys to his Cadillac. Speaking of which, my buddy Eric died 2 years ago yesterday. When I was going in my hard drive, it said, Eric, R.I.P., rest in peace. And I said, oh yeah, he died December 1st, 2 years ago. Yep, time flies. Huh. I wonder where that screw is that the guy jammed the T15 into to get it to back it out. Alright, we got work to do around here. Thanks for looking. TGIF. I love it. Easy pass. Too much junk.